Now E3 2017 is still a little while off, it's not actually until June, but that doesn't seem to have stopped Microsoft from planting their flagpole in the ground for June 11th. They announced this via Twitter along with the same image that they've been using to tease the Project Scorpio, which I have up on screen for you now. So I think it's safe to say that we're going to be getting a lot of Scorpio information. And in fact, in Microsoft's tweet, they say, brace yourself for big news. Now, like I said earlier, E3 is still a little while off, but I thought, screw it, let's throw caution to the wind and let's beat everybody to the punch and let's do a prediction video for Microsoft's E3 conference. Now, I'm not going to dive into the super nitty-gritty details of what could unfold at their conference, but I do want to share with you my big bullet points that I think will come to fruition. And as always guys, by all means, feel free to share your elaborate detailed predictions down below in the comments because I'd love to hear from you guys as well. So, and obviously, my first big bullet point prediction is Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. This is the E3 that we get that huge bucket load of Scorpio information. Scorpio is coming out holiday 2017, so this is Microsoft's big stage opportunity to give us all the juicy details and incentivize us to go buy the Scorpio at holiday period this year. Okay, so here is my second big prediction that I think will come to fruition. Games. Microsoft exclusives have been lacking. We haven't got many pinned on our calendar for 2017. Now, I think it is because Microsoft are struggling with exclusives. Yes, I think that is a fact. But I think they've been hiding a few big aces up their sleeve for the Scorpio reveal. Now you're probably asking yourself, well, why do you think that? Why would they just not reveal it now? You know, why not get us hyped for it now? And I think that is because the Scorpio needs selling points. And while these games won't be exclusive to the Scorpio, they'll also be on the Xbox One, I think the Scorpio is going to be the pin-up girl for these games from now on. Like, how many times in the past have you seen games at conferences and shows where it says in the corner, actual in-game footage, but chances are that's the PC version running. They show off the best version of the game. So I think the Scorpio, in a sense, is kind of going to be their pin-up girl. And I think at E3 2017, they're going to unveil a few hidden exclusives that they had hidden up their sleeve, and it's going to be running and shown for the first time on the Scorpio. It's going to incentivize us to buy the Scorpio because while it's not exclusive, they've just unveiled a big new IP that looks fucking fantastic and running on the Scorpio in whether it be 4K or close to 4K with much higher graphical fidelity than what they could have shown on the Xbox One now. So I think that's maybe a reason why it's looking a little bit slim this year for Microsoft. They're hiding a few games up their sleeve for the Scorpio's unveiling. They need to blow us away and give us some wow factor with the Scorpio's reveal. Now onto my final bullet point prediction. Now this may or may not be a reach, but you know, they're called predictions for a reason. You can have a bit of fun with them. Now we know Microsoft and Oculus Rift are in league with each other to some capacity. The Oculus Rift in some bundles ships with an Xbox One controller, and we've seen Microsoft at shows before have Oculus Rifts randomly sitting on tables and around the place when they're just revealing and talking about Xbox news and events and games. But we've never ever had any firm confirmation from Microsoft that the Oculus could at some point in the future come to the Xbox One or the Xbox Scorpio. So here's my final prediction in detail. Shortly after we find out all the nitty-gritty details and get the reveal, obviously, of the Project Scorpio, we find out that Microsoft is partnered with Oculus, or is it Facebook? I'm not really sure how that one works. And we get news that the Oculus Rift will be coming to the Project Scorpio as the Scorpio's VR headset. And not only that, I think that if the Oculus comes to the Xbox, it's going to be some kind of deal where Microsoft brand it as their headset and not just an Oculus on the Xbox. Now, how do Microsoft sell Xbox Scorpios and Oculus headsets? Software. Software, 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 and games. It's something that VR's been lacking. It hasn't really had that killer app. Yes, Resident Evil came out. Yes, it's awesome in VR. And yes, it has driven up sales in VR as well, as far as the PSVR goes. VR needs killer apps, and I think Microsoft, with the power of the Scorpio, can achieve that. So I think we're going to get, and I guess again, this could be considered another prediction, but to sell VR systems, we're going to get killer apps. And I think the first one we're going to get is a remastered Halo 5 for the Xbox Scorpio that runs natively in VR. Boom, done, nail in the coffin. And essentially what I think it's going to be is you're just in the Master Chief's helmet. You know, the VR covers your peripheral vision. You play the game with a normal standard controller like you would Halo 5 on a 1080p TV, and you just take the game from the perspective of being in the Chief's helmet. How fucking awesome. So I think we're going to get Halo 5 in VR, and I think there'll probably be a couple other titles that are maybe new IPs for VR, or they're remastered for Scorpio and to run natively in VR as well. And that pretty much wraps up my big bullet point predictions. I think we're getting, obviously, the Scorpio unveiling and reveal. We're getting a few more IPs that will be unveiled and revealed on the Scorpio. And then we're going to find out that the Oculus Rift is hitting the Project Scorpio and will be rebranded as an Xbox VR headset. And to kick off the Scorpio craze and VR craze, we're going to get some big remastered Xbox IPs in perhaps Halo 5, running natively on the Scorpio and in the headset, and maybe something else as well. But let me know what you think down below, guys. What do you think of my predictions? Do you think they're far-fetched? Do you think they're safe bets? And let me know what your predictions are as well. What do you want to see? And maybe give me your wish list or bucket list as well. As always, guys, please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. My name's Sully, this is One Guy's Opinion, and we're going to talk in the next video.